Hello everyone. Happy Tuesday here in Australia. I hope you have had a wonderful weekend. We had a good weekend. I can't think of what we did specifically, but we had a great weekend. Hey Robin, welcome. Today lots and lots is happening. Stampin' Up have announced that there is a free shipping day tomorrow. So tomorrow being the Wednesday, the 19th of April. So that is fantastic. If there's things you would like to get off our up to 60% off last chance list. Hey Laurie, how are you? So free shipping. I know I will be putting in an order tomorrow. I think I'll get it ready today, and then at midnight I'll just go boom and I shall pop in my orders, because there is a couple of things I need because I have released my April class, which all centers around the Dainty Delight stamp set. So this is my April class. I haven't even put my cards up there yet, but basically in the April class there are 3 ways to play. Good morning, good afternoon, Jody. I don't even know whether it's morning or afternoon. Oh, thank you, Laurie. I watched it on Sunday. That's all I did. Hey Ida. Yeah, so there are 3 ways to play along with the class. I do have an in-person class where we will make 3 cards, and those people who come to class will get access to the 5 card tutorials. Oh, it's 11:30 there. Well, it's afternoon here, so good morning to you and good evening to everyone else in the Northern Hemisphere. So yeah, 5 card tutorials. I made 5 cards and I couldn't decide, so everyone's going to get 5 card tutorials. If you choose to do class at home, you will need the Dainty Delight stamp set or something similar, and I will send you all the bits used to make the 3 cards, and then you will also get all 5 card tutorials. And then you can get the card tutorials and the supply list on the project sheet. So you get dimensions and the supplies I've used in the cards. Hello, Miss Monica. I hope you're feeling better today, my love. Just to get the video and the project list, you get the 5 card tutorials and the project sheet, which is dimensions and supplies for all 5 cards. And that is $10 Australian. And if you do cards at home or cards in person, it is $30 or free if you buy the Dainty Delight bundle from me. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that you're better. So that is happening. That has been released, and here on Facebook, because I'm live on Facebook today, I do have the event up, so you can RSVP to the event and tell me which one of the 3 options of class that you're interested in. So I forgot to talk about it last Thursday, but there you go. You now have the rundown of class. You know that there's free shipping tomorrow, which is fantastic. So you save yourself 6%, $6.95 or 6% on your order, which is postage. And we have our last chance list. Now I haven't checked. I've been busy. I worked yesterday. I wasn't at home. What's happening with my computer? And we were stuck in the office with no air conditioning yesterday. It was so hot. It wasn't fun. But I got through the whole 8-hour day on the phone, making hot air because I was talking all day. And I got through it, and it was a good day. I always like going into the office and hanging out with everyone in the office. I can't say all the girls because we have a lovely guy that works in the office. He's amazing. He adjusted my glasses yesterday. I love him. He's the best. Hey Roz, how are you? I'm just going to check the inventory status report and see if anything juicy has sold out, because these things are up to 60% off. So if you want some of the retiring items, please grab them while you can. Majority of the re-inkers are gone. Oh, happy for, oh no, that's that. Tropical Hideaway Cling Stamp is now sold out. I did have a customer order the ballet stamp today. Such a cute stamp. Ivy never did ballet. Otherwise, I would have bought the stamp. Hey, Sherry, how are you? Just scrolling through, seeing if there's anything else of note. Today is the day Memories and More card pack has gone. Copper foil sheets have sold out. So lots of the ribbons have gone. And out of the mini catalogue, we've got the Greatest Journey dies, the Desert Detail dies, the Marigold stamp set, the Thistle stamp set, and the Brushed Bouquet stamp set. So lots is selling out. This is just in Australia. So take advantage of this 60% off and save yourself free postage. Hey Sheila, hope you're well. So today we are using something new. I've already been playing with it. I've been sneak peeking my customer cards, which aren't finished yet, but I made more progress last night after I finished karate. I got sucked into a Netflix TV series. Hey, Miss Cheryl. Got sucked into a Netflix TV series, so I was pottering while I was watching the series, and it is the Cheerful Daisies. I think this is a really, really beautiful set. I'll show you the dies in a sec. They're not in arm's reach. But I've been inspired by the paper. And the paper it is not called Cheerful Daisies. It is called Fresh as a Daisy. So I'm going to show you, I'll flip around in a second, and I'm going to show you the paper that I would like to emulate today, because while I was cutting out the daisies, I created a jig on my stamp positioning obsession. Jody, obsession. It's a limited series. It's like 4 episodes. I've watched 3. I've got one to watch later. Yes, Miss Linda, my upline, is ringing me. She should know I'm live today. It's interesting. I can't wait to see what happens in the final episode, Jody. Hey, Ali, how are you? So I had an idea, and I thought, while I've got everything set up with my jig, I can quite easily stamp out some of these daisies. We are going to do a little bit die cutting so I can then cut them. It's on my list, but I haven't watched it. So good to get a recommendation about that. Thank you for that, Jody. I craft and watch TV or chat on Zoom with friends. So it's always good to have some recommendations. So I've given you one, you've given me one. Always happy to hear that. Hey Margie, so let's flick around. I'll show you the piece of paper that I'm inspired by, and it's mainly the colours. So we'll grab out the ink colours. I am using all new things today. They will be available on May 2nd. But obviously the basic white paper and a couple of the other things are available now. So if you need basics, especially our Tombow glue, it is going up by a couple of dollars come May 2nd. So I am stocking up on those, and I'm getting my free shipping. Good evening, Miss Cindy. All finishing the voice, that's okay, you are allowed. I am a voice, I do enjoy that show quite a lot, so you're allowed. Although I've never watched the American version, I've just watched the Australian version. So if you want some basics, take advantage of the free shipping. Hey Margaret, everyone's coming in a bit late today, but I'm so happy to have you here. So I'm going to flick everyone around. I'm going to flick the orientation of my camera. It's not going to let me mirror it at the moment. I'll get it up in the holder. Of course, last time I used my holder, I was filming a reel. So I've just had to flip everything around out of portrait mode. Now, let's do this. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, maybe not. Maybe this needs to come across just a titch so we have a nice amount of balance. Get rid of that voicemail. I shall call Miss Linda later. Whoop. Just want to zoom, please. Okay, done. Sorry. Let's try this all over again. Right. I would just like you to zoom, and I would like some comments. Right, why can't technology work the way it always should work? Like, really? Okay, mute myself so then we don't hear myself in double. Click to expand. I'm trying to. Thank you. Okay, now I must grab those dies while I am up on my feet and turning off the light. So there, and I knocked you guys at it. They're the Cheerful Daisies dies. I'll turn off the overhead light. Okay, if anyone just needs to refresh their feed, because mine says the video has ended, it has not. Right, I'm glad I've always got this extra feed going so I can see if there are any potential issues. Hey Kay, thanks for joining. Okay, hopefully we should be right now. Right. Can someone just tell me that we're right and running, up and running, please? Okay. All those little bits. So we are definitely using the stamps and the dies. I've already lost a die. So let's pop that back down. I haven't set up my new dies on my magnetic sheets yet. There is up and running. Thank you, Miss Jody. That's awesome. So the piece of paper out of this which is inspiring me is this one. It's this one. I love the copper clay, or the pretty peacock on the copper clay with the white and the wild wheat, I want to say. Let me see what colours are here. Yeah, copper clay. Oh, they're saying crushed curry, but they are saying wild wheat as well. So I might have to double stamp the flower centre with both wild wheat and what did I say? Crushed curry. And we'll see how we go. But my plan is I want to stamp this. So obviously I'm not going to use the center piece because they're going to be white. But I need to stamp, I feel like I want to stamp an outline to get them going. So I was thinking copper clay or white, because I'm going to use copper clay as a background with some pretty peacock and maybe some azure afternoon, because they're the two colours in there. So tell me what you, or do I just stamp it in pebbled puff? Sorry, move that. I'll show you the colours. So we've got pretty peacock, we've got azure afternoon, so I'm thinking that for the leaves, copper clay as our background, and then, hey Margine, how are you? Oh, right to go, thanks Margie. I'm thinking pebbled path, possibly for the outline of the flower. And then wild wheat and crushed curry for our flower centre. So that's where you'd stamp the daisy. Okay, Margie, stamp the daisy in pebbled path. And then I've got crushed curry and wild wheat for our flower centres, pretty peacock and azure afternoon for our leaves, and then copper clay as our background. I know it's a lot of colours, but when you're inspired by something, you kind of want to use all the colours that are in there. So I need to do some die cutting to start. So I'm just going to leave that piece of paper like that because we're not going to use it, but I kind of want to create a frame. So I do have a piece of basic white paper here. I think I'm going to need another piece, but let's get a cutting. Hello, Miss Corinne. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate all of you who share my videos with your friends, because that then allows more people to find us and have some fun. So have I been inspiring you guys using the Cheerful Daisy stamp set? So I just need the outline, but you do get centers in all of these pieces. So this is more than just let's cut out the stamp. You get a lot more in there, which I find fun and fantastic. Just means there's a lot of scope for this set, and I'm gonna have a whole lot of fun with it. And it's more than a one trick pony kind of set, which I like. So let's just cut these out. I'm just going to try and get as much as I can out of this one piece of paper. Of course, because I'm way too close to the end. Okay, let's pull this back into the middle here, but move the die back up. I may actually even, no, that's better now. Just didn't like being so close to the edge. I kind of had to go food shopping today because my standard lunch is normally eggs every day. I'm very boring, very monotonous, but it works for me. And they didn't have a egg in Aldi last time we were there on Friday, and I ran out of eggs on Sunday, and I was at work yesterday, so I wasn't gonna take cold scrambled eggs because that's kind of not my thing. So I had to get eggs this morning, and they didn't have the size of eggs that I wanted, but thank God they had eggs, because I refuse to buy cage eggs. So they did have free range eggs, which I was quite happy with. Oh, good, Corinne. Good. How long? Do you need to wait till May 2nd, or is it on its way to your house right now? Okay, so that's 3. We can discard this piece into the recycling. That's thick basic white. That's vellum. This is basic white. I am just going to have to cut this down a titch. I've got a full piece here, and doesn't matter if I don't use all the pieces. I'm just cutting 2.5-inch strip, and we will get a moving. Oh, you just ordered it. Okay. How long do orders take to get to you? Because I know there are wildly varying times once your orders are shipped with how long they take. I'm hopefully in the next couple of days expecting my blends order to arrive on. No, it's not that I've ordered blends, I've ordered blend storage because I have run out of space, which is not fantastic. Running out of space is not what you want, but I need another row of 5 to finish off and be able to fit all my Stampin' blends. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this whole row. I don't know how many flowers I need, but I can tell you now, stamping them is going to be uber quick. And if I don't use them all, that's okay. They will certainly be used at another time. Yes, we got the announcement last week in our demonstrator updates that they were backed up here as well. But when I was quite surprised with how quickly my order did ship, my second order, which just had bits and bobs. So yes, okay, I'll only fit one more flower on this and we will see if this is enough. If not, we can go back and I think I'm only making one card today, so yes, that's what we're going to do. Let's just pop this away for the moment and I will put that die in my magnetic dish so I don't lose it. Okay, plates away, machine away. Now I'm going to bring in my Stamparatus. Many of you know this has already sold out and is no longer available. I will still be using my Stamparatus. I'll probably just call it a stamp positioning tool, but I will still be using it in my everyday crafting because it works really well for me, and I don't think I can live my life without some type of stamp positioning tool. Yes, I know, Cindy, I can't wait for tomorrow either. I will definitely be popping in an order on free shipping day. I don't always, but with the prices, especially of adhesive going up, I think I will be. I just didn't ink up this bottom edge very well at all, so just restamp. Now that looks really, really dark at the moment. It will end up lightening up, so don't worry. And we're just keeping these petals white, so we're just putting the pebbled path as, look, that will do. They don't have to be perfect, they just need to show some. That one there, because I was stamping these at karate. No, this one there we go. No, how am I not getting this right? I wish David would answer his phone. I can hear it ringing. Or maybe it's outside. Hey Myrtle, how are you? Okay. That's better. After a couple of inks, you always get perfect coverage. And I normally do a couple of test stampings, but not today, because I can do a double stamp on the Stamparatus. Okay, we are now cooking with gas and getting here. Just making sure it is still square into the corner. So I'm assuming you girls will still be using your Stamparatuses or Stamparati, whichever way you would like to mention them as plural. Would you prefer I still call it a Stamparatus, or would you prefer I just call it a stamp positioning tool? So then I am being fair to all stamp positioning tools. I prefer this one because it has open edges. I was making some very large cards. We have 2 big birthdays this week and next week at my work, and we are having a few. Oh, look, I got ink all over it. It doesn't matter. So we're having a 40th and a 50th. So we are having a 90th birthday celebration on Thursday. So we're going out for drinks, and then if people want to stay for dinner, we shall. Okay, I'm finished with this. Oh no, you just got yours. No, okay, Linda, fair enough. You're never getting rid of yours. Oh, you love your Ratus. Okay. Yes, it will be used. Okay, well, I'm glad you girls are going to be using it. Just let me close this ink pad. Grab my scissors that I use to do this. Done. Now we said we're going to use crushed curry and wild wheat, and we need this flower center. So this one here. So I'm going to go through and stamp in crushed curry first, then I will clean it off, and then I'll go back with wild wheat. So then we're not continually cleaning the stamp. And I think stamping it in 2 colors is going to be helpful, because when I was stamping mine, are they in here? No. When I was stamping mine, this stamp doesn't quite fill the center of the flower, and I was not eyeballing it well. So this one I'm going to pull a little down, and then the wild wheat I will probably pull a little up, or whichever way I end up stamping it, because I want to be able to see both colors. So you can see already it's just looking like a white daisy, and the pebbled path really is the perfect neutral. So the pebbled path is one of our 2023 to 2025 in colors. So we'll have this perfect neutral around for 2 years, which I'm a bit sad we'll only have it for 2 years, but that's okay. So I am actually going to not clean this stamp, because wild wheat is significantly darker than crushed curry. So I'm not actually going to end up contaminating the wild wheat. Oh, see, you do see. Pull those down here, that up here. Okay. So you can see through, and you do get that beautiful two-tone effect that we were after. And it will, I'll bring back in the paper in a second so you can see how similar to the paper it actually is. Oh, that's lovely. So 1 stamp, 2 stampings, 2 different colors. So I think we made good choices here. Okay, that's all the flowers done, and I do need to clean that block. Hello, Miss Leslie, how are you? Okay, so that's 3 colors used, and my chamois to get this cleaned before I get ink everywhere. So I want to pop these on a copper clay background. Now, copper clay is another one of our new in colours. So I kind of have an idea, but I kind of don't. Well, do you know what? I think it's good. Two-tone, they're not perfect. No flower in nature is perfect, and that works for me. So I've been saying copper clay it's a redder brown. Okay. Actually, I will take this piece and just cut it into a card front. So this should hopefully pop beautifully on the me. I'm hoping you all come back. I know who that was that rang too. It was my insurance company. Well, just let me check here. No, we are still going. You did one pre-order, but only did the refresh on core colours and got, oh, the taco set's awesome, Leslie. Just let me read the rest of yours. Next is in colours. So, Leslie, I'm assuming you're doing an order tomorrow for free shipping day. Sorry, girls, I've just got to do a refresh here. There we go. There we go, there we go. Have a drink of water while I'm here. Everyone's back. No problems at all, Cindy. And that is now my insurance company calling my home phone. And no one will answer it, because our home phone is generally nothing but spam. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking of doing. See? Please leave a message after the tone. And they hung up, so I don't even know. I'm just making an educated guess. Now, wishing you the brightest birthday is kind of the sentiment that I was looking for. So, wishing you the brightest birthday. And I also want to see if this fits in. Now, copper clay we've used, so now we've only got two colours left, the Pretty Peacock and Azure Afternoon. So, does this fit in here? Yay, it does. So, I was thinking Pretty Peacock on Pretty Peacock, and then cutting a second one of these and in Azure Afternoon and offsetting it. Hello, Glenda. How are you? Possibly, yes. Look, I'm just telling you all that the free shipping day is happening, and if you take advantage, you take advantage. I think... No, I'm going to stamp Pretty Peacock, I said. Now, what colour family is Pretty Peacock in? I'm still learning my new colour families. It is in Regals, which I need to stand up for, I think. Yes. So, Pretty Peacock and Azure Afternoon. I have everything up there, but not in their containers yet. So, we're getting there. Oh, 12 days, Linda. Ouch. I was one of the lucky ones compared to my other demonstrator friends, because I ordered like less than half an hour after everything went live. So it went live and I was in and inputting everything into the system. So yeah, I was on it. I was on it, I was going, and all of that. Hello, Mr. Linda, how are you? Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I've got quite a few blends that I need to replace at the moment, or at least see if I have them and replace them. So I need to do that. I need basic, I need thick basic white cardstock, you know, glue, all the things. So I'm stamping Pretty Peacock on Pretty Peacock. That is the first time I've used that stamp. That stamped beautifully. Very, very happy with that. There's my scissors. Okay. I just want to have this cut out so then I know kind of my layout, because I'm kind of thinking of putting the sentiment over here and then building the flowers behind it. Also thinking of possibly doing some ink blending on the copper clay piece, just to give it, it's a little one-dimensional at the moment, and I'd like to just give the card front a titch more dimension. I think my computer is being painful today. This is about the 5th time I've had to refresh my feed. There we go. And we're back. It's not you, it's hopefully not me. Okay. Was that even in straight? It was. Okay. So I've got that. Let's get back our mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And my plates. Do they look embroidered? No, just stamps. Isn't that amazing that I can give you that look with just stamps? Stampin' Up designers are amazing. That's all I can say. So, this, I couldn't, yeah, no, I think I'm definitely just going to need to concentrate here. I think that looks straight. Okay, that's pray. If it's not straight, tough luck. Okay. Ooh, if we're using Pretty Peacock, that looks awesome. We can use the loose polished dots that are in the online exclusives, because they have polished pink in them. Look at that. Look at me thinking. So the Azure Afternoon die, just to shadow that with. Don't think we need much of the Azure Afternoon. Pop that in my magnetic dish so I don't lose it. I think we've done all the die cutting now, guys. I am going to mat this. So start by just offsetting this the tiniest bit. It's a thing I've been doing recently. That's what I was telling you before. I made 2 massive cards, so like half A4 cards for everyone at work to sign for these 40th and 50th birthdays. I hope none of these girls are watching. Thinking, I know, look at me. Jody, I have to make a confession. I made a card, one of these big cards with no bling. Crapola, that was, whoops. It's probably a bit more glue than what I needed, but I will say I was distracted. Whoops. But yes, I did make, it's actually my customer card that I have made with no bling. So, and it's not just because I'm making a whole heap of them either. It's just the card didn't need bling. So these are the ones I'm kind of showing you the process of me making. I like that offset. And then this is going to go on dimensionals. I'm just going to grab a new sheet at the moment. And I need, these are my last sheets of dimensionals that are in my house. And that always gives me a bit of a tick not to have a spare pack. What things do you like to have a spare pack of? For me, it's my adhesives. So like my dimensionals. Ooh, that's not coming off. There we go. My adhesives. So my Tombow, my most used ones, my Tombow, my seal refills. I like to have spares of my dimensionals, not so much the minis, because you get like triple the amount of minis per sheet. You get 300 minis per sheet, which is like oodles. Yeah, but I just like to have spares. Hey Lila, how are you? Welcome from Canada. Beautiful place in the world. So my parents say. I have never been there, but all the photos I kind of see, I go, oh, what a beautiful place to visit. Okay, so I'm thinking my orange would be a good one to use with this one. And I'm just taking out my messy mat. This is what I took to karate last night. So they are all the flowers that I did at karate last night. And then they're all the bits. I have to emboss these. I have to mat the designer series paper, which is sitting under there onto that. I know where I'm up to, and then they're all my card bases. So that's my production line at the moment. So I like keeping those projects kind of all together, although I have split out one part at the moment because that's what I was working on last night. Okay, Glenda, I'm not the only one. I'm so glad you have spares of everything as well. Okay, so I'm just going to blend the edges of this. It's just feeling a little flat. Ooh, that was a bit too much. Maybe. We flip it over and we start again. Light hand, light hand. So you can see already, just adds a little bit of depth. Light hand, guys, and then as the first bits of ink come off, you can go heavy hand. Whoops, thank God there are two sides to a piece of paper. And then just one more edge to go. Okay, so no doubt I'm going to have an email from my insurance company when I finish here with you girls, but I certainly wasn't stopping my video for that. So I don't know if you can tell, but let me flip over, forget that side. So you've got that, and you can just see I've added some depth. So you've got that lightness in the middle. You can see it better on video than in real life. Oh yes, and glue dots. I did forget glue dots as well, Myrtle, because I do have a box, so I keep all of those things in, my spares, at least, in. So I've really got to check what I've got left and go, right, this is what I'm going to need. So wishing you the brightest birthday. kind of want to go there, and then I can start. Do you know what? This is just getting stuck down. Otherwise, we're just going to faff about and not get this made. And faffing about isn't always productive. So sticking these down, anything that pops off the side, we shall just trim. Okay. Actually, I should grab, if I can find it, yes I can. I will just grab my silicone mat because I just indiscriminately chucked glue on that. So here we go. And I will just go kind of, that one I'm not so enamored with because it's kind of the first one I did. I'm not loving the center of that. Now I kind of, oh, that's a good one to hide because I, second girls, I just want to send a message. Oh, it's already up. Sorry, can't think of what I've got to type and be here all at the same time. And with glue in my hand. Dangerous, dangerous combinations. Okay. So are we liking where we're going with this so far? I am. It's kind of how I envisaged. I think I did envisage, first of all, of having possibly these on dimensionals, maybe on dimensionals, but this is working fine, and I like that I can see the corner there. So I did just adjust that just so I can see the corner of the cardstock. I don't know why I like the corner of the cardstock showing, but I did just like it there. I'm not sure whether it will work as well here in the corner. Yes, it will. Just don't want them overlapping. I do want to be able to see the copper clay underneath. Yep, that's good. And then I think we've got a couple at the top and we're all good. What are we thinking? Love your opinions. I kind of want to put this one in the middle, otherwise we've got a stack. So kind of this one in the middle, and maybe we use the same one either side, just to make it look a little more organic. But I did want to just build those ones around the label first, and then kind of go from there. I like, yeah, I kind of can't put that any closer unless I put the flower upside down, and putting the flower upside down just hurts my head. I just can't. There is normally a right way for flowers, and oh my god, I just put the glue on the wrong side. That's fine, that's fine. I'm not thinking upside down. Just glue everywhere. And all over my hands as well. This is why we're working on a silicone mat. Now, this one is going to go across the full corner. Totally fine with that. And then I will try and fill in the other side as well. Okay. I don't know where those scissors ended up because they're not where they're meant to be. See, this is the thing I posted about. If I put things back where they're meant to be, everything is fine. Okay. Oh, really? Where would they be? They are my favourite trimming scissors. How bizarre. Don't tell me I left them at karate last night. Okay, so I just have... Oh, these are so sticky. I can't use those ones because they are way, way, way too sticky. And I want long-handled scissors. Maybe they were in my backpack. Still, yes. Haha. Favourite scissors. Terrible when you have a favourite pair and you just can't do life without them. I love these long-handled scissors. I'm just going to let that glue just go off a little bit while I trim all of these extra pieces off. So just going along the edge. Going along the edge makes it seem like you have cut down a bigger piece where you actually haven't. We know what we've done, but it just gives that illusion of you cutting down a big piece where we've just overlapped them here. Okay, this piece we are keeping, and we're going to see if it works on the other side. And just one little titch here. Aha, there we go. Loving how this is looking. Loving, loving. And then yep, that will work really, really nicely. And I can make it not right way up, and that will work because we're not really going to be seeing the flower center. Right. Stand upright, please. Now, I'm thinking we need a pretty peacock card base. I think that will work perfectly and beautifully here. So see, just getting... Or should I go further down? Don't know if that will also, no, that won't work as well. Okay. So that works well there. Just let that glue go off a little bit. Yes. Okay, Jodie, I thought that too. Thank you, Charmaine. Oh, sorry, I'm going to just pull this back a little bit. There we go. Sorry, I meant to do that earlier. Oh, of course, now I've got it crooked. Okay. Hopefully that's gone off enough for me to snip this. Okay. So we used everyone except for that first flower, which was kind of my test flower. I'm sure I'll use it in something, but just not today. Can't believe I got it. So just by cutting, I wasn't even really thinking. Okay, great. Loving that. Loving the pop of the azure afternoon as well. Never know what's going to happen here. Has old Ellen? No. Probably is, you know. I just need to score it. This is very, very pastel-y. Being nice to me now. No, it's even a bit bigger. So, must have been cutting card fronts out of this. Half or a centimetre off. And then just give it a score. Might as well use what's sitting in here, because I do try and like to use all my spare bits before cutting into a full piece. Just a thing I have. It's always preferable in my world. And apparently I can't cut straight. But that's fine. It'll be fine. Just a little bit off. Oh, wow, that looks so good. So good. So we've covered all of those colours. Now, this edge is like the wrong side. I can see the lifted up cut edge. So, and on this side as well. So just using my bone folder to pop those edges down. Now, that is the top, that is the back, this is the front. Okay, because I know where this will fall, I can just put our glue on here, and then we will worry with Jodie's favourite thing of all time, which is bling. I kind of don't want to use too much. Whoops, too far. Now I can tell this is a crooked card base, but we will work with it. So we have our loose frosted dots. I'm going to grab our new embellishments just to see what colours we have. So we've got lemon lolly, we've got, I think it's boho blue, and we do have copper clay or pecan pie there. So I don't think that will work. Now these are the 5 in colours. So we've got the pebbled path, which we stamped these outsiders in, wild wheat, moody mauve, copper clay, and boho blue. Yeah, I think these may, I don't know. Jodie, this is where I need you. So this is Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, and the Pretty Peacock. I don't know what I know I want bling, but I don't know what I want to do. Thank you, Sherry. Just making sure I haven't missed anything. Yeah, I love dark card bases. They do often just let whatever is above it pop perfectly. I didn't want that one. I wanted this one. Why are they always the wrong way around? Because I kind of don't like, almost just want to pop a cluster of 3 like down here, and then just grab a teeny tiny one. I don't think we need a lot because this is a busy card. So what do we think? Just a cluster of 3. The pop of the Azure Afternoon, I think, is more than enough. I really don't think I need any more in that. The new ones, whilst they're beautiful, we are not going to use today. And I think if I just add 3 dots of glue where I want those to go, I think we're good. I'll just have a drink and then I'll wait. empty my bin as much as will come out. I'll obviously just, yep, okay. Because I've obviously got glue on my hands. So 1, 2, and just pop this one out and go 3. Okay, so let's go 1, 2, use way too much glue on that one. So unless you think I need one up here, I'll show you close up. So I can put one up here to create that diagonal line. Oh, I think I do. I think I just need one up here just to create that sense of balance, even if it's 2, but definitely 1. I think I'm just going to commit, add my dab of glue, grab my embellishment, 1, not 2, thank you. And of course I didn't want an upside down one. Okay, and there. I think that works. I know there's only 4 and it's not odd numbers, but we've got odd number up here, and 1 is technically an odd number, and we have 3 spots of, well, 4 if we do the background, but on the card front we do have, no, we do have 3 card base, embellishments, and then what we stamped in. So I think I'm going to call this card done. I'm very happy with it, considering it was only in my brain. I hadn't actually done anything to practice or design it. So let's have a look at our cards here. So, or our colours rather. So we used Pebble Path to stamp our daisies in. Then for the flower centres, we use crushed curry and wild wheat. For our sentiment, we use Pretty Peacock and Azure Afternoon, and we use copper clay for our card base. So that is our colour palette. Now that colour palette came, oh, I almost dropped my trimmer, which will go away. Now, this colour palette came directly from our Designer Series paper. So, tell me what you think. Do you like what we did? Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, good night, sweetheart. Thanks for hanging, Cindy. Look after your mum for us. So yes, inspiration card. So even though I didn't use the paper, I know I need to love it and chop it, but I've already used 2 sheets of this one and one, and like I only have 2 pieces left of the Moody Mauve. So I almost need a whole nother pack of this paper. Oh, the other thing that I am offering is a paper share. So if anyone is in Australia and would like to come in on my paper share, I'll talk to you about this just while I'm setting these things up. Basically, I buy all the new Designer Series paper, and then I cut it into 6x6 pieces, or if you want a double share, I can cut it into 6x12, and you get a piece of all the new Designer Series paper without having to buy a full pack of the Designer Series paper. So if you are interested in that, please tell me. I will only be buying all of the designer series paper if I get enough interest. I won't be buying it. It's a lot of money to buy it all, and just don't have that cash at the moment because of all the new things. It's too many new, there's not too many new things, it's just like all the pretty new things that I want. So drop me a message if you are interested in that and you are in Australia. Don't forget, free shipping tomorrow. I do have my shop link in the description box. So free shipping on Wednesday the 19th for 24 hours. So from 12 midnight till 11:59 p.m. we have free shipping. If you have any questions about anything I've used today, this bundle, the Cheerful Daisies bundle, is brand new. The loose frosted dots you can buy now. They are an online exclusive, and all of the colours except for Crushed Curry are returning, or in colours that are coming, returning new or in colours. So yes, you can get those on the 2nd of May. So get your wish list ready for free shipping tomorrow and then for the 2nd of May, and I'll be happy to help you. Please join me on Thursday. I will be live over on YouTube, and I think we're going to grab an older stamp set and give it some love before it goes. If you have any suggestions of a stamp set you might like to see, give me a couple of suggestions, because I don't have all of the stamp sets. So have a wonderful couple of days, and I'll see you Thursday, 12 noon Australian Eastern Standard Time, over on YouTube. Hey Deb, sorry I'm going. I'll catch you next time. Bye.